Hi everybody, it's Marilyn McKenna. I'm here with another strength training tutorial. Today I'm going to talk about triceps. The tricep is that muscle in the back of our arms, the one that we're always trying to, get a little firmer as we launch into spring and summer, tank top season, trying to banish those darn jiggly arms. But more importantly, we want to strengthen the arms and stabilize the shoulders, which do tend to be a weak point in the body. Triceps in the back of the arm work in opposition to biceps in the front of the arm. So a lot of times in workouts, you'll see the two paired together, a bicep move and a tricep move, because when one is working, the other is relaxing. So you can work, for example, the tricep a lot longer if you break it up and do it in opposition do it in conjunction with bicep moves. As far as form goes, maybe more than any other exercise, form is super important in triceps, and the reason for that is that you really want to get a full extension of the arm and have the arm completely locked out when you're in the fully extended position. The reason is that if you only go this far, and you're selling yourself short, you're not getting all the work out of it. So if you need to lower the weight so that you can get a full extension of the arm, please do so. You'll get much more out of it in the long run. You also want to keep your elbows really close in while you're doing it, and keep your core tight. I'm still waiting. Waiting for somebody to show me the exercise where I don't have to keep my core tight. So if you hear of one, let me know. So I'm going to show a standard overhead tricep extension, which is kind of a basic tricep move. And then I'm going to demo some ways to make tricep moves easier and some ways to make it harder. So a standard overhead tricep extension, you can probably lift something pretty heavy directly overhead, two hands, feet firmly hip distance apart, and then a full extension on the up and then all the way back down, and another full extension on the up. And that's just your basic overhead tricep extension. To make it easier, simply lower the weight to something more comfortable for you. Doing a bent over tricep kickback, either single arms, so alternating arms is always easier than doing both arms at the same time, or doing both. So again, core really tight, elbows close in, and a nice full extension back. None of this rocking back and forth using momentum crap that I see at the gym all the time. If you can't do it without momentum, then you're not getting the benefit out of it. So lower the weight. You gotta kick your ego to the curb sometimes in strength training. There are also some machines at the gym that will make triceps easier. There's a seated tricep machine. There's a dip machine that will take some of your body weight, and you can adjust how much weight it takes. So as you get stronger, you can lower that weight. And then there's a rope pull machine. So all of those are easier ways to do tricep workouts. Some of the ways to make triceps harder are dips on a bench. So there are three ways to do that. The easiest way is with your thighs at parallel to the floor at a 90-degree angle and lowering your elbows down to a 90-degree angle. The next hardest way is with your legs straight out. Again, elbows all the way down to a 90-degree angle. The next hardest way is with your legs up on a chair. And that's pretty hard. Again, elbows all the way down to a 90-degree angle. And I even sometimes see people do these. Oh, people do crazy stuff with one leg. And other ways to make them harder are on a stability ball with 1 foot raised. Have I talked into buying a stability ball yet? I know I talk about that all the time. 1 foot raised. Again, elbows in tight. You really have to work your core doing this because you're balancing on 1 foot. Anytime you introduce balance, it makes the move harder. One of my sadistic trainer's personal favorite ways to do triceps is on the stability ball, and we do something called a skull crusher. And you'll see why it earns that name. We take this big bad boy and we lift it up overhead. Come straight down to the forehead. Pray to God that you don't drop it on your head. It's a great way to isolate triceps, and you have to use your core while you're doing it because you're on a stability ball. The next, one of the very hardest ways to do triceps is with my TRX trainer. You can use it with a single arm and also a single leg and leaning into it like that. There really is no harder way to do triceps that I know of. So if you know of a harder one, I say go for it. Because that one just kills me every time I do it. So work those triceps because summer's coming and you know you're going to want to wear sleeveless shirts. So let's go for it. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.